On this final lesson, we're going to take all of our artwork and create a pattern. So first thing we have to do is select all our elements, then go into Object, then Pattern, Make. And once you do that, you're going to get something like this and a window that looks like this. In here you could name your pattern and change the type. You can see that if I go to brick by row, I can also offset the brick and see exactly how much amount I want to offset my pattern. So depending on how your doodles are, maybe one of these are good. Also, you can click on this little icon on the top and change the spacing between your pattern. You can see that this rectangle is what contains the pattern. So maybe we try brick by column then. I think this is looking better and 1/4 is fine. So I'm just gonna press done and you can see that, okay, nothing happened, but it actually happened something. So I'm just gonna create a rectangle and then just apply here on my swatches, find my pattern. So you can see it is right there. Now our pattern is quite big because our original artwork is big enough. Remember that we were working on a high resolution. So we could either scale our original artwork, or we can go here to the scale tool by finding it here, double click on it to bring the options, and just click here on transform patterns. Press OK. Now if I scale this pattern by going to one of the corners and scale it by pressing Shift, you can see that the pattern is now smaller. Now all I have to do is go here to transform patterns again on my scale options to uncheck it. And now I get a pattern that has a crazy amount of repetition. So maybe that's something that you want, instead of resizing your artwork to fit your canvas. So now here in Graphic Burger, you can find this gift wrapping paper mockup, which is great. So you can download it for free. And if you go into Photoshop, you're going to be able to open it. And let's see what this pattern has to offer. So we have this silver design, this gold design, this overlay. So really these designs are just there as a placeholder. And if we find here, you're going to see that here on the overlay, we find the color of all the parts of the papers, as well as a place where I can add my design. So let's find that. You can see here that it says your design here. And if I turn it on, you can see that something is happening. So let's double click on that one. And you can see that the pattern is here. So let's place our pattern in here. So I'm just going to Illustrator and just cut this. Have it in a proper place. So just Ctrl C and going here to Ctrl B to paste it. And now let's make it big enough so that it covers all my area. Remove the other placeholder and then Ctrl S to save it. Now let's go back to our gift wrapping paper mockup. Nothing has happened because I still have this turned off. So all I have to do is turn the visibility on. And now you can see that there is our design. Now let's remove that silver design because we don't need it. And now here on the bottom, let's do the same that we did on the other one. Double click to access this. And here just Ctrl B to paste it. Let's scale it up so it covers the whole area and remove the visibility of this one and Ctrl S to save it. Now let's go back here, turn on the visibility, and you can see that our design has been applied to the paper. Also here I can change the colors. You can see that this is the inside of the paper. This is some kind of gradient. So maybe I don't want that. And here is the main color. So if I double click on that one, I can change the color of the paper. So you can go and find a very dark color or maybe a light one. If this is going to be for kids, especially for babies, maybe a light one works better. And also on the inside of the paper, maybe this one can be a little bit darker. So maybe something like this. And just as we did before, we could go back into our layers where we place the design, and let's try to change some color. So let's go here and let's go and find in here our color lookup. So if we click on that, we can find that several color corrections, but I think film stock, as we did on the previous one, works well. So I'm just going to add it to this and then do the same for the other part. So just go here, color lookup, and let's go directly and find that film stock 50. Just Ctrl S to save it, and now we can go back. And we could even change the colors. Let's say that now this is for a girl or something. You could completely change the colors and use this mockup to display your design and maybe sell it as a design for printing. And remember that we did this design with just doodles that we literally took like 5 minutes to make each. So I'm just gonna change the colors to pink, as I was saying, to make this look like a girl. So with this we have finished our course. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. So I hope you have enjoyed this course. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.